Swami Vivekananda, born Narendranath Datta, Naren as he was called for short, was born in the northern district of Calcutta on January 12, 1863. Whenever religion decays and irreligion prevails, then I manifest myself. For the protection of the good, for the destruction of the evil, for the firm establishment of the truth, I am born again and again.
Who was this man? How did he reach the shores of America, Europe, and so many countries around the world? Let us embark upon this journey, a tale that begins in the outskirts of Calcutta, where the Datta family resided.
Swami Vivekananda was born in Kolkata in the year 1863. He is remembered by epithets such as the cyclonic monk of India, the patriot saint of India, and so on. His guru, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, recognized him as one of the Saptarishis, or the 7 great sages, who came down to earth to uplift the people, his brother disciples and Eastern and Western disciples alike.
অরূপ তোমার মূরতি গভীর ধ্যানে মগ্ন আছো প্রণাম লহ বীর সন্ন্যাসী সপ্তঋষির এক ঋষি।
Vivekananda aroused the youth of India through his life and message. His birthday, the 12th of January, has been declared as the National Youth Day by the Government of India. Narendra, later Swami Vivekananda, he was a courageous boy and a born leader excelling in games, music studies. He grew up with a strong inclination for meditation and a deep sympathy for the poor. As a young man, deeply interested in the meaning of life, Narendra wondered if anyone had seen God. Only Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa of Dakshineshwar, Kolkata, could tell him that he had seen God, and anyone who sincerely seeks God can see Him. Narendra accepted Sri Ramakrishna as his guru. Sri Ramakrishna practiced the spiritual disciplines of various Hindu sects and also of Islam and Christianity. After the Mahasamadhi of his guru in 1886, Swami Vivekananda formed his brother disciples into the Ramakrishna order of monks.
In 1888, Swamiji began to travel across various parts of India. During his visit to Rajasthan, that Swamiji met the Raja of Khetri, who gave him the name Vivekananda. Afterwards, he visited Gujarat and traveled through many parts of South India as well. During his journey, he had seen in great depth the kind of poverty, hunger, and degeneration of our ancient Hindu practices all over India. He eventually reached the shores of Kanyakumari, where in frustration, he dove into the water and swam to a large rock, where he meditated for 3 days. Why had India reached this state? In this moment of calling, he looked out to the ocean and realized he would have to go to the west to spread the message of Vedanta. On May 31st, 1893, with the help of money collected by the Raja of Khetri and other disciples, Swami Vivekananda set sail for America by ship. After passing through East Asia, the ship eventually landed at a port in Vancouver. From there, he took a train to Chicago. As the American people were unaccustomed to seeing Hindu monks in saffron clothing, he was mocked and discriminated against by the local populace on several occasions. The Parliament of Religions was held in Chicago from September 11 to September 27, 1893. It included representation from various Christian denominations. Swamiji finally came forth to speak. He gazed at the audience for a moment and began.
And brothers of America, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable to rise in response to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given us. I thank you in the name of the most ancient order of monks in the world. I thank you in the name of the mother of religions. And I thank you in the name of the millions and millions of Hindu people of all classes and sects.
Swami Vivekananda had captivated America. His sheer earnestness, sincere emotion, and spirit of universality took the Parliament by storm. His popularity was described aptly by the Boston Evening Transcript, a local newspaper, which stated, 4,000 people in the Hall of Columbus would sit smiling and expectant, waiting an hour or two of other men's speeches to listen to Vivekananda for 15 minutes. The chairman knew the old rule of keeping the best until last. News of Swamiji's popularity spread to India as well. Editorials by various American writers praised Swamiji's unique contribution, even thanking India for having sent him to Chicago.
Back in 1893, the young charismatic Hindu monk came to America. His first speech, calling for religious tolerance to the World Parliament of Religions, caused a sensation.
After the Parliament of Religions, and he gave a speech there, the women were just going for him over the benches, and this particular woman said, if he can withstand that onslaught, he is indeed a true saint.
So 19th century Americans welcomed their first Eastern guru. This house, where he often stayed, is a shrine for devotees today.
He believed in all religion. He believed in all people are equal people. Even though he was Hindu.
He didn't see color, he didn't see religion. We all have so much to learn. It will generation will come that we have to learn and practice that.
Without question thou shelterest us.
Vivekananda packaged complex Hinduism for a Western audience and taught that God can be found inside everyone, an idea that's now commonplace.
Swamiji continued to tour various parts of America, including Wisconsin, Michigan, Iowa, and other parts of the Midwest. In England, Swamiji met Margaret Noble, who became his disciple and took the name Sister Nivedita. She was a rare example of a woman with a deep spiritual quest, as well as a profound love and compassion for the people of India. During this time, Swamiji also sent a series of letters to his disciples, as well as brother disciples in Baranagar, to develop a movement wherein spirituality would not just be about one's own salvation, but about serving mankind. These words provided the inspiration that ultimately led to the founding of the Ramakrishna Mission. By 1897, Swami Vivekananda left America and arrived in Colombo, Sri Lanka. He was given an ecstatic welcome there by thousands of people. His voyage continued through India and was filled with earnest devotees and people waiting to hear Swami Vivekananda's inspiring words. He spoke on the great spiritual heritage of India, as well as the need for the social upliftment of India's masses. He said, "Service to humanity is service to God." The series of lectures he gave through this journey gave rise to the book From Colombo to Almora, which encompassed the patriotic fervor and spiritual intensity that he charged everyone with. In 1899, Swamiji took a second trip to America, visiting the West Coast and establishing Vedanta societies in San Francisco and New York. He also visited Europe as well as Japan, attending various conferences on religion. By 1901, he returned to India. Tragically, his health was declining severely due to asthma and diabetes, and he had told several people that he would not live to be 40. Swamiji passed away, attaining Mahasamadhi on July 4th, 1902 while he was meditating, and was cremated on the banks of the Ganga. Swami Vivekananda's life was a tribute to Hindu Dharma, a dedication to the spirit of universal peace, and an inspiration for all.
যদি এই পৃথিবীতে এমন কোন দেশ থাকে পুণ্যভূমি নামে বিশেষিত করা যেতে পারে, যদি এমন কোন স্থান থাকে যেখানে মানুষের ভেতর ক্ষমা, দয়া, পবিত্রতা, শান্ত ভাব প্রভৃতি সদ্গুণের বিকাশ সবচেয়ে অধিক পরিমাণে হয়েছে, যদি এমন কোন দেশ থাকে যেখানে সর্বাপেক্ষা অধিক আধ্যাত্মিকতা ও অন্তর্দৃষ্টির বিকাশ হয়েছে, তবে নিশ্চিতভাবে বলতে পারি সে আমাদের মাতৃভূমি, এই ভারতবর্ষ। হে ভারত, ভুলিও না তুমি জন্ম হইতেই মায়ের জন্য বলি প্রদত্ত। ভুলিও না নিজ জাতি, মূর্খ, দরিদ্র, অজ্ঞ, মুচি, মেথর তোমার রক্ত, তোমার ভাই। সদর্পে ডাকিয়া বলো, ভারতবাসী আমার ভাই, ভারতবাসী আমার প্রাণ, ভারতের দেব দেবী আমার ঈশ্বর, ভারতের সমাজ আমার শিশু সজ্জা, আমার যৌবনের উপবন, আমার বার্ধক্যের বারাণসী। বলো ভাই, ভারতের মৃত্তিকা আমার স্বর্গ, ভারতের কল্যাণ আমার কল্যাণ।